Interim President Al-Sharaa emphasized unity among Syrians. What practical steps can be taken to foster this unity, especially among diverse communities within the country?
Good afternoon to you and to your viewers. In the outset, to translate his statement upon taking office among or within the outcome of the National Dialogue Conference, that there are affirms that there are messages to abroad and that are acceptable, not to be just for outcomes. On the level of the national unity, after the emerge of Israel in the shape of the Druze in Syria, as well as the American sponsorship of the Kurds, the question is, are there any international pressures to integrate those of what is called the national unity, or are they within a plan under the title of the new Syria to be in the face of geography, or not to be separate or divisions, and just the U.S. or even Israel to have minorities within the Arab countries.
So, Sir, speaking of the new Syria, and from what we saw today, do you expect the national dialogue will be able to produce outcomes that will lay the groundwork for a democratic and inclusive Syrian state? And also, could the international community play a role in ensuring this success?
I do not think that no one is disagreement of the output of the national dialogue to have an Israeli occupation in the southern of Syria, or the matter of women, minorities and education. Most importantly, that their outputs aren't directed to the shape of constitution that is lacking the roadmap of the elections, or the shape of the new Syrian to start of the jurisdictions of the president, and the speakers, as well as messages to the West on maintaining the minority, and how do we give him some sort of characteristics vis-a-vis the Syrian people? I meant by saying the Kurds and the Druze. I think the outcomes came out of under the pressure, which is not abiding. If there are so what about these who are listened throughout 6 hours and came out of New Syria, out of the suppression of freedoms, the word of the Syrian Republic and the cancelling of the Arab Republic of Syria, and the sort or the shape of the outputs that seems like liberalist, not Islamist, but the 18th point of the outputs are acceptable for the Western, but within Syria, the issue of representations of parties, the issue of freedoms, economy, and the security barriers. Up till now, we are talking about a dialogue that some would say that were excluded, such as the Alawis. But for those who are representative of the armed factions, and that they lack Kurdish factions, which is very important, and not only the with respect to the arms, and the arms should be for the hands in the Syrian army.